If God is holy, if God is righteous, if God hates evil, then why does Satan still exist? This is one of the most honest questions a believer can ask. Not a rebellious question, not a faithless one, but a sincere one. Because when you look at the suffering in the world, the pain, the temptation, the deception, it feels natural to wonder why God hasn't simply spoken one word and ended it all. The Bible doesn't ignore this question, and the answer is deeper than most people realize. To understand why Satan still exists, we must first understand who God is, not just what he can do. Before Satan became God's enemy, he was God's creation. The Bible describes him as Lucifer, the light bearer, a cherub created with wisdom, beauty, and purpose. He was not created evil, he was created perfect. God does not create darkness. Darkness is the absence of light. Lucifer was made to reflect God's glory, not replace it. But something happened within him. Pride. A thought entered his heart, not planted by God, but chosen by himself. I will exalt my throne. I will ascend. I will be like the Most High. This was not curiosity, it was rebellion. And yet even here, we must understand something clearly. There was never a battle between equals. God has no rival. Satan has never been God's opposite. He is not the dark side balancing light. He is a created being who turned away from it. When rebellion broke out, God did not struggle. He did not fight for victory. Victory was already his. Lucifer was cast out, exiled from heaven, defeated before the battle ever began. So why wasn't he destroyed? Because God does not destroy before judgment. Angels are spiritual beings. They do not die as humans do. And God, in his perfect justice, does not act impulsively. Judgment is not rage. Judgment is revelation. It is a moment where truth is fully exposed, where every action is seen, where no one can claim unfairness. That moment has been appointed. Until then, God allows time. Not because he is weak, not because he has lost control, but because his justice is complete, not rushed. Even Satan himself cannot move freely. The Bible shows us this clearly. Satan could not touch Job without permission. He could not go beyond limits God allowed. This tells us something profound. God is sovereign. Nothing exists outside his authority, not even rebellion. So why allow Satan to continue? Because God values something deeply, something even greater than immediate justice. Freedom. God created angels with free will, and he created humanity the same way. Love that is forced is not love. Faith that is programmed has no meaning. If God destroyed Satan the moment he rebelled, freedom would become fear. You may choose, but only if you choose correctly. That is not freedom. God does not want obedience born from terror. He desires love chosen willingly. And love requires the possibility of rejection. This is one of the hardest truths to accept. God allows freedom even when it is misused, not because he approves of rebellion, but because he is faithful to his own nature. If God revoked free will the moment it offended him, creation would obey, but it would not love. And God is love. But there is something even deeper. God doesn't just allow Satan to exist, he limits him. And somehow, mysteriously, God even uses what Satan intends for evil to accomplish good. Look at Jesus. Jesus was tempted by Satan in the wilderness. Not by accident, not by surprise. The temptation did not weaken Jesus, it revealed his purity. Jesus overcame where humanity failed, and because of that, He became the spotless sacrifice. Later, Satan entered Judas. Betrayal followed. The cross followed. But without betrayal, there is no cross. And without the cross, there is no redemption. Satan thought he was destroying God's plan, but he was unknowingly fulfilling it. This doesn't make Satan good. It makes God sovereign. It means nothing, absolutely nothing, can escape God's purpose. Not temptation, not betrayal, not the pain you didn't deserve. This is why Satan still exists, not because God cannot end him, but because God is revealing something greater. God's victory is not shown by instant destruction. It is shown by complete redemption. And here's where this becomes personal. If God allows trials in your life, if He allows temptation, if He allows waiting, it does not mean He has abandoned you. It means He is working on a deeper level than you can see. The enemy may wound, but God transforms. Every delay has purpose. Every struggle has meaning. Every tear is counted. God has not forgotten justice. Judgment is coming. The Bible is clear. Satan's end is certain. But until that day, God is allowing humanity to choose. Choose faith. Choose trust. Choose love. Not because we are forced, but because we are free. And that freedom is the greatest evidence of God's love. So if you've ever wondered why evil still exists, why temptation still comes, why God hasn't ended everything already, remember this: God is not slow. God is not absent. God is not confused. He is patient, and His patience is making room for redemption, for transformation, and for you. If this message gave you clarity, type Amen below. Save this message, you may need it again, and share it with someone who has been quietly questioning God.